Here we go again. Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Tuesday morning the 30th of July and I want to talk about the horrific, harrowing attack in Southport here in the UK yesterday. I did a live stream about it when the news was very new, very raw, and I played the press conference which took place yesterday evening. Sadly, what we learned is that a 17-year-old male, 17, still a minor, walked into a dance class where little girls between the ages of 6 and 11 were learning a Taylor Swift type, routine with two instructors. This young male walked into the dance studio and basically started stabbing people with a knife. I don't know what brand of knife. Absolutely horrendous scenes. Sadly, Merseyside police confirmed that 2 children out of that class died. 9 others were injured, 6 of whom who are critical. There's been no further news on the status of their health, but critical condition means that there could be more fatalities.
And the mother that I was just consoling, just the look on her face, because she knew something had happened to her child. It's like, oh my gosh, how do you even comprehend? There's nothing you can do.
And also the 2 instructors, the 2 adults who were there, bravely tried to fight, it's so sad, tried to fight off the attacker and are also in a critical condition this morning. We know that the 17-year-old male was detained at the scene and the weapon was seized. I believe it was the police who detained him. Neighbours who were first on the scene tried desperately to save these little girls. There's been some really, really horrible details that have come out. The man from the business next door to this community centre, the Hart Space on Hart Street in Southport, Colin Parry, said
some had already got out with another girl, and apparently this other girl had got these girls out. She'd got stabbed many times in the back and in the chest, but she was really critical, and one of the other neighbours was looking after her on the floor. So I'm on the phone before I'd really seen all this for the police. You need to come now. You need to come now. Bring everybody. We want as many ambulances as you can get. I don't know how many girls were left in that building. He was still in there. And I thought, God, he's going to kill them all. You know, so it's like a nightmare. The biggest horrific thing you could ever witness in your life, seeing little kids like that. And the parents coming and crying and screaming, you know, because there was obviously time to pick them up just before lunch. I'm screaming down the phone, crying, they're dying here. We need you now. We need you now, these kids. They're bleeding to death. The police came, the ambulances come. There was loads, and then it just become a sea of people. But there were some of the guys that were helping, were still helping. They were holding the bags for the paramedics with the drips on.
How long are they?
I'm saying 5 upwards. It's like a nightmare. You want to just save them, do you know what I mean? I hope to God they're all right. And my heart goes out to all the parents of them kids. It's awful.
That 17-year-old male has been charged with murder and attempted murder. We don't know any more details about the suspect other than he's from Banks, which is a small village about 4 miles away from Southport. Now, what I want to talk about is the fake news. The fake news that did the rounds and is still doing the rounds. This is Twitter this morning from the UK, and we've got trending Southport. This name is trending. Talk about that shortly. Merseyside Police, Taylor Swift is trending. Hashtag enough is enough is trending, is relevant. Cardiff is trending. Why is Cardiff trending? Well, because we were told at the press conference that this 17-year-old male suspect is from Banks, lives in Banks, but is originally from Cardiff. But what started to do the rounds, even while I was still live, there was people in the chat coming in saying this is an illegal immigrant, this is a migrant, and the name is out there. And I said, please, please do not put the name in the chat for this very reason. For this very reason. Because this is what we get. We get people who are digging into this name. We get people like this person. I'm furious, like most people. Another asylum seeker criminal. Everyone that yells refugees welcome in this country online and in person has blood on their hands today. Shame on these enablers and shame on our government. When will enough be enough? The news seemed to have been released by an account called Channel 3 News. Let me tell you, there is no such news agency here in the UK. No such agency. But this is what people were sharing. A 17-year-old, Ali Al-Shakati from Banks, has been arrested in connection with the Southport stabbings and is currently in police custody. The suspect in the Southport stabbings was on the MI6 watch list and is known to Liverpool Mental Health Services. He was an asylum seeker who arrived in the UK by boat last year. Okay. MI6, which is part of the Secret Service here in the UK, they don't deal with that kind of thing. It's not their department. This guy didn't arrive on a boat last year. This is Merseyside Police. As you can see, this is the official Merseyside Police website. Statement from Chief Constable Serena Kennedy following major incident in Southport. It is with great sadness that today I am here to advise that 2 children have died as a result of injuries sustained in a knife attack this morning. 9 other children have been injured and 6 of them are in a critical condition. All of those injured have suffered stab wounds sustained during the attack. 2 adults are also in a critical condition after being injured during the incident. Here's the thing. A 17-year-old male from Banks in Lancashire who was born in Cardiff, has been arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder. Has been taken to a police station where he will be interviewed by detectives. Okay. Born in Cardiff. So, protecting the borders. What are we saying now? Are we saying that we should fear people from Wales? Are we going to protect the English-Welsh border? Look, what year is this? Is this the year 1260? Do we have a war between Wales and England now that I'm not aware of? So this lunatic was born in Cardiff. Didn't come over on a boat last year. These people are so desperate, so very desperate to further their racist agenda that they'll make stuff up. This is fake. This is fake. My 2 youngest children went on to a holiday club this morning in Southport for a day of fun, only for a migrant to enter and murder, fatally wound multiple children. My kids are fine. They are shocked and in hysterics, but they are safe. My thoughts are with the other 30 kids and families that are suffering right now. If there's any time to close the borders completely, it's right now. Enough is enough. Okay. When are you people who believe anything, to further an agenda, when is that going to stop? Enough is enough. When is that going to stop? Listen, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be controls on immigration. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be steps taken to prevent illegal immigrants. I'm not saying that at all whatsoever. I'm not. I'm saying that people who report on true crime cases need to learn how to discern a credible source from a non-credible source, and to take information as important as the identity of a suspect in a horrific set of assaults and murders, should take every step to confirm the information that they're putting out. I say this again and again and again. Enough is enough already. This young man, this lunatic, this monster, was born in Cardiff. So, yeah, go and protect the borders. Go and protect the border between Wales and England. All you're going to come across is probably a lot of sheep wondering what you're doing. But, hey, crack on, guys. But for those of you who follow true crime, enough is enough already. Please, please consider your sources before you spread information. The name of this 17-year-old has not been released and will not be released unless a judge says that it can be. A judge who will oversee the case will determine when that name can be released by the media. It could be at trial. It could be before. A judge will decide. But in these cases, it tends to be at trial, assuming that he pleads not guilty. The name has not been released, so any name that's out there is fake. And this monster was born in Cardiff. My heart just goes out to the families who innocently sent their little girl to a Taylor Swift yoga dance class. And some of them didn't come home, and the rest will have life-changing scars, physical and psychological. Heartbreaking. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.